I joined mainly because my grandfather, my great-grandfather, they were both Marines. They both fought in wars, so I figured I should family that family tradition and kind of just join for them, make them proud. I'm a 1391, which is a bulk fuel specialist. I just go around, I fuel aircraft, Humvees, 7 tons, pretty much anything that needs fuel. That's pretty much what we do. We also build fuel farms, make sure everyone is at their fuel. We do our annual training, which is they'll send us somewhere for 2 weeks and pretty much just train us, make sure we're up to date on all of our systems and all that. Every month we just, like coming up, I'm going out to the field for like 4 days. We're building a fuel farm, gonna pump some fuel, the regular stuff. I'm kind of seeing how it goes right now. As of right now, I'm not gonna make it a career. I got 3 more years left. I've been in for 3. So once my 6th-year contract is done, I think if it stays like this, I'm gonna be done. Oh yeah, well they put you through some pretty intense stuff to get you fit and all that. It mainly makes you lose weight. So when you get some time, you always want to go to the gym, try and gain some weight, try to bulk up a little bit. So that's what I do. I go to the gym at least 4 times a week, try to stay in the best shape I can for the Marines. For training, we usually sometimes we do hikes with our full combat gear, so that can be pretty challenging depending on where you're going and how far it is. We also do things like 3-mile runs, pull-ups and sit-ups. Those are big keys in the military, or for the Marine Corps at least. Yeah, it's a lot of endurance. Oh yeah, it's always good just to get up in the morning, do like a 1.5 mile or a 2-mile run. It doesn't have to be a 3-mile like they make you do, just something a little short to get the blood going, stay a little in shape. Well, if you're trying to join right now, or trying to sign up and all that, when I joined, they didn't tell me that after boot camp, after 3 months of boot camp, there's another month of training after that called Marine Combat Training, and I didn't find out about that until they were like, "Hey, show up in a week to Marine Combat Training." So that was a surprise to me. And it's even more challenging than boot camp in my opinion, because it's constant hikes in really heavy combat gear. So that's really good to know. You might want to look that up if you're trying to join right now, because they didn't tell me about that. Oh yeah, all through boot camp, 3 months of boot camp, there's people always getting injured, getting sick. Myself, I had pneumonia when I was in boot camp. It's just what happens. There's so many people coming in from different states in this little room. Everyone's gonna get sick at least once. A lot of people get injured, so they gotta get dropped to the next company if they can. But if you get dropped for injury, you're still gonna be going as soon as you heal back up. So there's no way out. You're staying. You're in boot camp. You're in training. The meals, you don't care what the food tastes like. You're hungry. You've been working the whole day. You're hungry. You just want some food, but you got to sit a certain way that when you're at the tables, you can't look around. If you do, your food will get tossed. They'll start screaming. You don't have much time to eat at all. So once you sit down, you might as well start shoveling that into your mouth. And when I say shovel, I mean you might as well just start inhaling it like a vacuum, because you're not gonna get much food at all when you're in boot camp. That's why you lose a lot of weight. Oh yeah, for sure. It's because like I said, the military is a lot about endurance. You're running all the time, so you're gonna lose weight from that. You're not eating properly, so you're gonna lose even more weight from that. I was 158 when I got out of boot camp, and I'm 6'5", so that was pretty bad. In boot camp, that's kind of gets you started. It's mainly they teach you how to drill, which is you might see that on the commercials when they're doing all that rifle. They're playing with a rifle, throwing it up in the air and all that. They teach you that. Teach you just basic Marine knowledge and all that. The Marine Combat Training, that's where you go. You shoot pretty much all these different types of rifles. The M240 SAW, the M249 Bravo. You shoot the grenade launcher attachment for the underbarrel. You learn how to take apart all these weapons in under 1.5 minutes by memory. It's been 2 years since I've been there, and I could do it right now. There's a lot of hiking in Marine Combat Training up these crazy hills in Camp Pendleton if you're on the West Coast, and that's pretty much it. Definitely focus on your pull-ups, sit-ups, and your endurance, because in boot camp, if you can do a lot of pull-ups and sit-ups, they make you squad leader, and if you're a squad leader throughout boot camp, then you'll get promoted. So it's kind of weird to say, but if you can do a lot of pull-ups, you'll get promoted and you make more money. Just make sure you run a lot, because you're gonna be doing that every day. You don't walk anywhere, you're always running or marching. Yeah, it's not bad. You go through some pretty bad times, but you just gotta keep your head up. I mean, all the guys around you, they're good guys, so they'll help you. Oh yeah, there's a couple. There's leadership, confidence, work ethic, and respect. I got a pretty good example of that. One day we were just standing in our platoon. My sergeant came up to me and was like, "Hey, I need you to be in charge of this whole squad." And it was really interesting to me, because all these guys have been in for at least 2 years more than I have. We're all the same rank, so I was wondering, how am I going to make these guys confident in my leadership abilities to get this job done? How are they going to respect me or the rank or anything, the billet I had? Ended up getting the job done. Did a good job, so my sergeant made me in charge of them for about 8 months, until just recently I got put in charge of some new guys, so definitely learned a good lesson there.